What's going on YouTube? JT's Reborn here, and welcome back to another edition of my DC Comic Reviews. And in this video, we're going to be talking Deathstroke Incorporated, issue number 11. This one is written by Ed Brisson, and the art is by Dexter Soy. And we are once again in the second part of the Deathstroke Incorporated Year 1 storyline. So the previous issue was the first issue after the Shadow War event, and now we're going to be getting, I don't know, however many issues of, like, this flashback stuff with Deathstroke. At first, I was like, in the last issue, I was like, do we really need this? I feel like we've kind of done the Deathstroke origin stuff already. I think we did that plenty in Christopher Priest's Deathstroke book. Like, there's flashbacks and all that. So I'm like, why are we going back to the very beginning right now? So at first, I was a little adamant about it, but I'm like, okay, you know what? I just got to kind of have to accept it. Like, this is origin stuff for Deathstroke, and let's just kind of just see where it goes from here. So once I've come to accept that, how is the story itself, and how is the art in the issue? The art in the issue is pretty good. Dexter Soy is a really good comic book artist. I especially loved a lot of his work on Red Hood and the Outlaws. I thought it looked really good. Here, the artwork is pretty top tier. The story itself is Slade leaving his home to go and do his kind of very first assassin mission. So he's getting hired to kill the doctor who experimented on him and did all that stuff to him. That's kind of messed with his head. But Slade, in general, has never been a really good guy. Yeah, sure, there's some morally gray areas at times, but deep down, Slade Wilson isn't entirely a very, very good person. And this issue makes sure to showcase that. You see bits of Billy Wintergreen. You see him go on his initial Slade Deathstroke suit, which in this art style just looks really, really good. I like the shots right here. Of course, this is when he had two eyes. This is before he lost his eye. And the issue ends in a pretty exciting way to see how it kind of goes from here. But basically, it's him doing his shtick. Even he's kind of acknowledging, like, yeah, he's trying to justify his means of what he did for, like, choosing this contract. But, like, this is just kind of who he is. He, like, even with, like, moments with him and his kid, he doesn't really feel anything when his kid's sad. Just goes to show you, like, what type of person Slade really is. But now this is him kind of doing stuff in secret. Yeah, he still has, like, cares about his family, obviously. Like, there's still some of that in there, but there's still a lot of him that's just not really good, and I think that's what makes him a very interesting character. So he goes in and he's trying to kill somebody, and he kills a couple people, but, like, when he finally gets to his main target, the very end of the issue has Oliver Queen Green Arrow show up. So this is the first confrontation between Deathstroke and Green Arrow. And like I said, the art style by Dexter Soy and the way everything's kind of showcased here looks really, really good. The art is one of my favorite aspects of this issue. Like, if you have some really good art, I think it can make up for some shortcomings in the writing, but the writing here is pretty on point. And make sure to acknowledge, like, how Slade himself kind of is as a character. I think it does a good job really kind of capturing him before he's like a fully realized Deathstroke. Like, he's still kind of in the process of becoming that. Like, this is his first real mission, first time putting on the suit and all that. Like I said, I thought this is a pretty solid issue overall. And yeah, like I said, I was a little adamant with the last issue. Like, after Shadow War, I'm like, I want to see where the story goes from here. But now that we're getting kind of flashback stops, it kind of reminds me of, like, some of the stuff I liked seeing with Deathstroke. There's also hints of his wife Adeline being pregnant too, so that's where Joseph Wilson's going to kind of come into play. So like I said, there's definitely some good stuff here. Artwork is top tier, and for the time being, we're just going to be kind of stuck with, like, this year one type storyline for Deathstroke. Like I said, I didn't think we really needed it per se, but then again, like, when you compare it to other heroes, like, how many other year one Batman stuff have we got and all that, so, like, you know what, let's just kind of, like, roll with it. Like, if you really don't want to read it, then you can kind of wait for it to, I guess, the book to kind of pick up with newer stuff after Dark Crisis on Infinite Earths, I should emphasize, because now it's Dark Crisis on Infinite Earths, not Dark Crisis, because that's where Deathstroke currently is at, is one of the big villains of it all. Or, you know, yeah, so if you want to wait for this book, I don't know if this book's going to continue after this year one storyline. It may come to an end. I don't know. It's all kind of up in the air at this point, because Williamson left the book, and now we're in this whole Deathstroke Incorporated year one stuff, so there's that. But anyways, like, at least it's good stuff. At least it's well written, and at least the artwork is really good. So judging it based on that, like, I think if you just want to check out some year one Deathstroke stuff, you can't really go wrong with this thing. So Anyways, those are my brief thoughts on the issue. Let me know what you thought of it in the comment section down below. Be sure to like this video, share it with your friends, subscribe to the YouTube channel for more content, hit the bell for notifications, and to be sure to come back next time to talk about the latest issue of Task Force Z, and then I will be all caught up with my comic book reviews for the week, and then I got some more videos coming out. There's just so much to do in so little time. So anyways, that's all I gotta say. As always, take care now. Bye-bye then, and I will see you all in the next video. Peace.